Gentlemen, picture this. You're standing in line at your favorite coffee shop. You're half focused on the menu, half scrolling your phone, and then, out of nowhere, you feel it. That tingling on the side of your face. That primal awareness that someone's eyes are on you. You glance up and there she is, a beautiful woman looking directly at you. For half a second, time freezes. In your head, 10 thoughts collide at once. Wait, is she looking at me? Was that just a... Should I look back? Should I smile? What if I look awkward? What if she's not actually interested? And before you know it, the moment's gone. You look away too fast. Or worse, you do nothing at all. And later, you're left replaying it over and over, wishing you'd known exactly what to do. Well, today I'm going to make sure you never feel that frustration again. I'm Amelia and welcome to Doc Psychology, where we break down the science, psychology, and secret strategies of attraction you can actually use. What I'm about to share with you is not a pick-up routine. It's a 7-step psychological play that will make you calm, confident, and magnetic when a woman looks at you. Plus, the number one silent mistake that kills attraction instantly isn't theory. This works in coffee shops, bars, the gym, walking down the street, anywhere. Just own these and the moment will slip through your fingers. Nail them all, and you won't just catch her attention, you'll keep it. Step number 1, win the eye contact game. Here's the truth. Eye contact is one of the oldest, rawest signals of human connection. Before words, before handshakes, before small talk, there were just 2 pairs of eyes locking across a distance. And when a woman looks at you, you're in the middle of what I call the eye contact game. Sounds simple, but most men lose without realizing it. Here's how it works. The moment your eyes meet hers, you hold it. Not in a creepy, unblinking way, but in a relaxed, grounded way. You let your gaze say, I see you. I'm not intimidated. I'm comfortable in miskin. But here's the golden rule. Who shall be the one to break it? Not instantly. Not after 2 seconds, but at the moment when it feels like you've both acknowledged each other. Why? Because if she's the one who looks away first, she might feel like you're pushing too hard. But if you look away first, you leave her with a tiny spark of curiosity. Why did he break it? Was he interested? Does he not care? This small, controlled mystery is powerful. It's no intimidation. It's not submission. It's confidence with restraint. Think of it like a game of chicken. Except you're not trying to win by forcing her to look away. You're winning by showing you could hold it. But you chose not to. Pro tip: while holding eye contact, let your ease soften slightly. If you tense up, you'll look angry or confrontational. A softer gaze communicates warmth. Step number 2, smile deliberately. Now, let's layer something critical on top of that first step. When she looks at you and you meet her gaze, there's something that will either make her more interested or shut the door forever. Your expression. If you give her nothing, no smile, no warmth, her brain instantly files you under unfriendly. Even if you're nervous, you can't let your face go blank. But here's where most guys mess it up. They flash a quick awkward grin, like they're just a box that doesn't work. What you need is a deliberate smile, not rushed, not over the top. A smile that says, I'm confident, I'm approachable, and I'm not here to put pressure on you. When you smile like this, her brain releases a tiny hit of oxytocin, the same chemical, tied to trust and warmth. It's the difference between her thinking, oh, he's just some guy, and he seems interesting. And here's the beauty. Even if you don't speak to her right away, smiling more in life changes how people treat you. It's a micro signal that you're secure in yourself, and people, especially women, gravitate toward that. Step number 3, break the voice barrier by saying hi. All right, you've locked eyes, you've smiled. But if you stop there, you're like a movie. Thought ended halfway through the story. Before she can see you as someone she might want, she has to see you as someone she can talk to. This is where you break the voice barrier. It doesn't need to be a witty line or a rehearsed opener. In fact, the simpler the better. Even a confidant hi paired with that smile does the job. It tells her you're not afraid to speak to her. You're comfortable taking initiative. You're treating her like a human, not a trophy. Psychologically, the moment you speak, you've shifted in her mind from stranger to possible connection. And here's the thing. 90% of guys never cross this line. They linger in silence, overthink, and walk away, while she forgets they ever existed. Breaking the voice barrier is your way of saying without words, I'm confident enough to make this real. Step number 4. Decide if you actually want to talk. Here's a truth most men never stop to consider, and it's where you instantly separate Russell from every other guy. Just because she looked at you doesn't mean you have to talk to her. In fact, this is where your self-control becomes more attractive than your eagerness. Most guys treat any sign of interest like a green light. She looked at me, he halved to make a move. But confident men, they pause. They check in with themselves. Ask yourself, does she genuinely interest me? Is she my type, or am I just reacting because she's attractive? Would I still want to talk to her if I saw her personality? This quick moment of reflection does two things. It protects your standards. You're not just chasing every opportunity. You're choosing who gets your energy. That mindset is rare and it keeps you in control of fine direction. You're not moving on impulse. You're moving with intention. And here's something women can sense. When a man approaches because he genuinely chooses to, not because he's desperate for any female attention, it shifts the power dynamic completely. It says, I'm here because I want to be, not because I have to be. If, after that quick check, you decide she's not someone you want to pursue, no problem. Just go back to what you were doing. Calm and unbothered. That alone leaves a subtle impression of confidence. But if you do decide she's worth your time, that's when you move forward, and you'll move forward smartly. Step number 5, wait for second eye contact. This is where most guys get overeager and blow it. They think, I saw her once. Time tourish in buff attraction, when handled right, is like building a fire. You left spark, catch before you throw logs on. Your goal now is confirmation. And that confirmation comes from second glance. Here's the psychology. The first eye contact could have been accidental. Maybe she was just scanning the room. But the second time she looks at you, that's intentional. That's interest now. This is the tricky part. You can't make it obvious that you're for it. You need to relax, sit back, engage in what you are doing, but stay subtly aware. Think of it like fishing. The bet's already in the water. Now you're waiting for the real bite. When you catch that second glance, a few things have happened in her mind. She's replaying your earlier eye contact and smile. She's curious if you're still noticing her. She's already imagining what it might be like if you talk to her. Pro tip, the second eye contact often lasts just a fraction longer than first. That extra heartbeat of time is your green light. From there, you're no longer guessing. Now you know she's at least open to interaction, and that changes the whole game. Step number 6, set the stage with your body language. Eye contact, smile, second glance at confirmation. Now, it's time to send excellent but crystal clear signal before even say a word that you are open, confident, and completely comfortable in this moment. How? With body language that speaks for you do. Here's the move. Without making a big production out of it, shift your entire body to face her. Feet, torso, shoulders, all angled in her direction. Then go right back to what you were doing. This simple, almost invisible adjustment does two powerful things. It communicates attention, whether consciously or subconsciously. She now knows she has your focus. You've positioned yourself as if you're available to engage. It lowers the pressure by returning to what you were doing. You're not hovering or chasing. You're just existing, confident, relaxed, and in control. Think of it like setting the stage before a play begins. The lighting is right, the actors are in position, and the atmosphere is inviting. She can approach, you can approach, or the moment can unfold naturally, without tension. Pro tip, keep your posture but relaxed. Avoid crossing your arms or fidgeting. Both signal discomfort or defensiveness. Step 3 or 7, go talk to her. At this point, you've done everything right. The window is open. Now, it is decision time. If she's given your contact, maybe even smiled, and she seems relaxed in your presence, you've already built the foundation. All that's left is the actual conversation. Here's where hesitation kills attraction. Don't overthink the opener. Don't try to be a stand-up comedian. Keep it light, situational, and natural. Examples: hey, you look like you're trying to decide between 2 drinks. Want me to make it harder for you? Looks like we're both hiding from Monday. What's your escape plan? The goal isn't to impress her in the first sentence. It's to start the flow. Once you're talking, you can build rapport, tease, and explore if there's real chemistry. And remember, at this stage, what have you got to lose? You've already established yourself as confident and approachable now. It's about following through. The number one thing you must never do now before you walk away, thinking you've got this all figured out. There's one mistake that will undo everything in a split second. When Shell looks at you and you know she's looking, do not snap your gaze away like you've even caught doing something wrong. This is the shy guy's instinct and it screams insecurity. Here's what happens in her mind when you do it. You're nervous or so anxious. She feels a drop in curious hide base. You've shown you can't handle a simple moment of connection. She subconsciously categorizes you as not confident enough to engage. Now, to be clear, this doesn't mean you should stare her down. That can be just as bad, if not worse. It simply means that when your eyes meet, you own that moment. You stay calm, you let it register, and then you break it on your terms. Remember, women aren't just looking for a good-looking guy. They're looking for emotional cues, especially signs of confidence under pressure. If you can hold your ground in a simple moment, eye contact, you're communicating far more than you realize. So, there you have it. 7 steps that turn a passing glance into a moment of magnetic connection, and the one mistake that makes it vanish forever. Gentlemen, this isn't about tricks or manipulation. It's about mastering the small signals that make women feel drawn to you without a single forced move. If you found this breakdown useful, hit that like button, subscribe to Dark Psychology, and turn on notifications because the next video I'll take this even further, teaching you exactly what to say to turn that first conversation into undeniably a. Then, remember, confidence isn't about chasing every look you get, it's about owning the moments that matter. Music.